don't seem to be getting any sound.
Can't hear us?
Oh, I can hear you. All right. We weren't saying anything.
Right.
Can you guys hear me now? What the hell? Now my camera's... Oh, duh. Dumbass. That's better. Can you guys hear me?
Jalen has the vertical video going on.
Oh, jeez.
Can you guys hear me?
All right, changed it.
So, Bud, you can hear and see...
It doesn't matter. I was just messing with you.
So,
Yeah.
Bud, you can hear and see me,
It bothers me.
but apparently Donnie and Jalen can't.
Are you streaming from your phone?
Yeah. That way I can see the chat on my laptop as opposed to the other way around. Because my phone will keep shutting off. I got to go in and see how to keep that on.
Well, I have the chat and the Discord on my computer.
Hey, Donnie. Okay.
Yeah. You can go to the
Okay.
YouTube stream and
Yeah, true.
hit the little menu by chat and hit pop out chat and then just close your browser and you'll just have a little chat window.
Yeah, this has a much better camera anyways than my Chromebook. I might use it other times.
Okay, now can you guys hear me?
Yes. Oh,
I've been
Can you hear me
saying,
now?
yeah. Well, I've been going. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And you guys couldn't hear me because my push to talk was turned off. Now my question is, out there in YouTube land, am I echoing?
there's a bit of a tinniness.
It's because it's a Plantronics.
Yeah.
So, by the way, hello, good morning, Bud, GB, Shu. And if one of you can let me know if you can still hear me, because I finally sorted out what I had as a problem here.
Well, I can hear you. So can GB.
Yeah, but that was earlier. I mean, since
Oh.
Okay, GB said yes. Good.
So the new problem is sorted out.
Yes, the new problem was that the Plantronics was turned on, but this magical little button right here, this push to talk.
Hmm.
Was also turned on.
Well, see the red light. When the red
What's the
light's
matter?
on, you can't hear me.
You don't want to have to push a button to talk, Buck?
It's push to talk's okay.
Yeah.
So when we last left the shuttle, it was mostly done.
And it is still mostly done.
Yeah, something about an airplane got in the way.
I don't know what that could be.
Yeah. Although I am very impressed that I finished that thing in 6 days.
Yeah, it says as most impressive.
I
Bud
can't
has
finish the modeling. Huh?
Bud has become omnipotent. He hears and sees all.
Nice. I'm just happy to hear and see something.
Okay, so back to the Minimum Falcon. It's not the Millennium Falcon because it's so small. It's the Minimum Falcon.
Aluminum Falcon.
Aluminum Falcon? But it's made of plastic.
Yes.
And I see the
The ABS Falcon.
yes, that's it. The Katinga is still in the works. So I had a thought, guys, and I'm thinking, yeah, the shuttle build's going to get a little bit longer, which Eric is going to be like, damn it, when are you going to start the QM2? But
How's the shuttle going to get longer?
because I'm going to add at least one 3mm here, here, and here to light up the SRBs and the shuttle itself.
Ah.
Speak of the devil, good morning, Eric.
Hey, Eric's in the chat.
Yeah, actually,
Join the video, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Actually, Mark, I think you have the melted Death Star.
right before the massive explosion.
Exactly. You know,
Millisecond.
That's it, Mark. What you do is you just put the rest of the decals on, do the exact same thing, and title it as Death Star Pre-Explosion.
And then blow it up.
Exactly. Send it to
Then
Eric.
send it to Eric.
Exactly. So after using my toy drill here for, I don't know, I think
Toy drill.
Yeah, my toy drill. I think I've had this for like 5 or 6 years, and it's being good right now. But it's oh yeah, now it's gonna.
Mine stopped working
Is
after
that
a
your
couple
little
of
Tamiya
uses.
drill?
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah. Well, the problem with this thing is, well, that's really interesting. That's why sometimes it takes forever to drill. So, note to self, never put one battery in backwards, the drill runs backwards then.
Well, that's how you, if you ever want to reverse it, there you go.
Actually, I had both of them in backwards. But what I was going to say...
If you ever want to undrill a hole...
Exactly. If you want to put the styrene back in. What I was going to say is the switch has gotten really picky here recently, and I've been sitting here working on something, and it just starts drilling.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not. Can you tell I'm avoiding decals a little bit?
No. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Although I did, just to start figuring out where these tombstones go, and I've decided that the tombstones may stay plastic or they may get a coat of flat white, but I like the way they look sitting on here white instead of painting them gray.
So white it is then.
Yep. Firm believer in it's my model, I'll build it my way.
Right.
Come on, pop back in there.
All right, what am I doing?
But there, I actually test fit the shuttle on the SRB and external fuel tank. I like it, the way it looks.
Yes, looks good.
And the funny thing is, I'm not doing decals, and you can tell from the soap foam that is brand new decal water. And
Oh my God, Buck, you changed your decal water?
I change my decal water once every 6 months, whether it needs it or not.
Exactly. It hasn't been 6 months. What are you doing?
Actually, it has, I think. So let's see. Back to the chat. Shu said, I have the Metal Falcon. I think I have that as well. I think he's talking about the 143rd from Diag. Bud it was in the 70s all week, and they were all laughing at us, and now it's in the low 20s there in Texas.
It's around that here.
Yeah. Well, it's 21 degrees outside my window. And sorry that your arthritis is going off, Bud. I know how that feels. Mark could do a diorama.
Oh, never mind. It's 40 here now.
Oh, see how you are? We're supposed to get up to 30, I think.
We're supposed to get snow tonight.
What the hell? Eric sends snow this way. It skips me and goes straight to you?
Yo.
Let's see. Mark said he could do a diorama. Shoot. Is that the Bird of Prey, the same one that was out some time ago, or is it the new tool one that's been? Oh, he's been trying to find some of the older ones, but they want silly money for them.
That's the 350 one, ain't it?
Yeah, well, it's the 350,000. It depends on what movie you're in as to what scale it is. New
Well, it
tooling.
depends on what model of bird of prey it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's about 7 different shapes and sizes, or sizes anyway.
Mm-hmm. They're all the same size, actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, technically.
So, GB, if you can't find one, look at my scale mates, because I think I have 4 or 5 birds of prey. We can work something out. I used to buy them. What was it? I'd go looking for something, and I'd come across a bird of prey for $25. I'm like, that's cheap. I'll buy that.
I'd be tempted because that green strawberry has that nice fruit pack that Shu was showing off.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch the video, but one of the things that Green Strawberry has come back out with, and it's their own version, and I don't think it's near as expensive as Dawn's Light and Magic was.
Mm-hmm.
The hinges for the wing.
Right.
I never got the one from DLM because it was like, what was it, $70?
They're pretty extreme.
Yeah. Actually, let me find an internet window. I'm just curious now.
Is green strawberry one actually movable, or is it just posable?
I believe it is movable.
Because I've seen some kits fairly cheap, but they're not actually movable. They're like posable.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you in a second.
I think the only reason to do them is to make them movable.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dawn's Light and Magic was $70, which nowadays, Green Strawberries is 66, but $66 today is different than $66 5 years ago.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, resin detail set with photo etch of radiators for moving wings for the Klingon bird of prey.
Mm.
And that's the thing. Theirs, I think, are a lot easier to work with than Dawn's were, because I think Dawn's were actually etched metal and they were wafers, single wafers, whereas these ones are full pieces.
Right.
I think Dawn's were resin.
They may have been, but they were still, like I said, it was several plates instead of just one piece.
Yeah. For the baffles, it was.
Mm. Look, Green Strawberries, I'm looking at them right now. The baffles are all together. So you're not trying to put 30 pieces together at once.
I'd just be afraid that they wouldn't hold up over time and you'd get wings that would sag.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be always in attack mode.
Yeah, things sag when you get old.
Well, one time I had the...
I'll let you know when I get there.
One time I had the bird of prey, or I do have the bird of prey. I built the bird of prey. And I had the newer one with the white metal is what they called it, landing gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to get them to glue together, I snapped them. And so they are now, the landing gear is closed, and I want to say the wings were up in attack mode, or in landing mode.
Yeah, I didn't mind them
white
flight.
metal is not a real sturdy metal.
No, it's not. So Eric says, I like static models. I don't want them moving. I glue all the axles on my car so they don't roll off the shelf. My landing gear on that freaking A380 are movable. That to me is extreme with as small as they are.
You mean you can close the landing gear?
No. The wheels turn.
Oh, yeah. The wheels turned on that little KC-10 that I built. It was 1/44 scale.
Oh, my wife just paid me, and I'm very tempted to spend 4 times as much as I spent on a bird of prey model for aftermarket.
Go for it, Buck. You know you want to.
I do. Well, it's $48 for the bird of prey Brel class photo etch and the clear styrene parts, from Green Strawberry, which is out of stock. Damn it. And then 66 for the
saved you $44.
Huh?
Saved you $44.
No, I'm sorry, it's 48 actually. 49. And the
it keeps going up, man. That's some quick inflation.
It is. Then 66.60 for the radiators. But the fruit pack is $90. Unfortunately, it's out of stock.
The fruit pack has all of it.
Yes.
Where is this?
Green Strawberry on their website.
Try HDA.
He's probably got, I wonder what he's selling it for. Because I know HDA has a slight markup.
Mm-hmm. $79.95
For the fruit pack?
for the fruit pack.
Holy monkeys.
Retail price is $90.45. It's on sale right now. That's all.
Uh-oh, Buck might be spending some money.
It's okay. I just got paid. Which means then I'd have to build another bird of prey, which I haven't done. I built one of those. God, what's it been? 7, 8 years. I was building my first Titanic, so it's been about 8 years, and that was it. Was one of
I never finished it.
Huh? Oh, Titanic.
I started one, but I never finished it. Bird of prey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's like a weekend kit, man. Until you start adding stuff to it.
I got distracted.
Let's see. Shu says, I never build spaceships or planes in landing mode. They have to fly. I agree. Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, I usually do, but everyone does the Millennium Falcon flying, and I just wanted to do it landed.
Well, see, what you do is you do the one from DeAgostini, because then you can take the landing gear off.
Well, you can do that on this one.
Oh, see? Right. It's just like the X-Wing. It will never have landing gear, which means that's probably like 5 packs that I paid for stuff I'm not going to ever use. Oh, that's even worse. I just saw Green HDA says 2 in stock. Let me see. Log in.
Not tempted, are you, Buck?
Huh?
You're not tempted, are you?
Let's see. I'm not really tempted. No, not tempted. Not tempted at all. Let's see. View cart. Anybody got a coupon?
No, he's not tempted. He just went ahead and did it.
Not yet. I'm just looking.
It's in the cart, though.
$7.93. I want a coupon. I don't care if it's on sale.
I don't have a coupon.
I made the mistake of taking a break from this to work on the Bird of Prey, and now I'm kind of lost in what I was doing.
That's okay.
Been there, done that.
It's just this thing, the 350s, they take so much planning.
Nah, no such thing as planning.
I just plan to work on it. That's as far as planning goes.
Think about it. If I had planned anything on that A380, I would never have finished.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do a speed build.
Me either, but I did it anyway.
I would get started and then go, you know what this needs? This needs lights.
It does, actually, but I think I have another one in the stash. I just noticed that PayPal Credit has dropped their time for their they've got a 6 month same as cash thing. No, you don't pay any interest.
We've always had that.
Yeah, but it used to be for $99. Now it's down to $79.95.
What do you mean for $99?
Used to be the 6 months same as cash was for if you paid $99.99 or more, so $100 and up. Now it's $80 and up.
No, I've bought stuff for way less than that went on it.
Yeah, it goes on there, but you pay interest on it. You just don't notice.
That's what I'm saying, though. It qualified for the same as cash.
Let's see.
Because it would say, hey, if you pay this much by this date, you won't have to pay no interest.
Wait, this is funny. USPS shipping options. First class mail, $7.93. Parcel post, slower, $10.82. Priority, recommended, $10.93.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they're recommending the one that's going to get them the most money.
Actually, you know something? That's the thing, though. Kenny learned this last year, and currently, first class, priority, parcel post, all of them go the same speed.
Yeah.
So I'm going for $7.93, and oh shit, oops. Let's see. Let me just. Whoops. I was only thinking.
You bought it.
I did. I just bought it. Wait, something happened in the chat. What happened in chat?
Cat's still there.
I know Hobbyco went out of business, so that said, does anyone know? Oh, brand new. Bud's still looking for Hobbyco cutting mats. Are you talking? Yes, Mark, I'm talking about the fruit pack for Bird of Prey, and if you're going to get one from HDA, you better get it soon because there's only one left. There were two earlier.
Somebody bought one. I wonder who that could have been.
I don't know. I think it was Downey. Hello,
no, I didn't buy one.
Hello, Star Trek, and welcome to the stream. Oh, cool. Now I don't feel funny talking to a 300-pound leprechaun saying 300-pound, man, that's just almost insulting. Guys, 300-pound leprechaun is now Star Trekking.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. Had to change YouTube account settings, etc. due to some jackass harassing me constantly. That's terrible. That is terrible. I don't care what your name is. There's no reason for people to harass you.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it happens a lot.
It does. I'm fortunate. I am very fortunate. Either that or I just don't pay attention to the chat or the comments.
Maybe that's one benefit of me not having many followers. There's not many people there to harass me.
Yeah.
I'm extra fortunate, but of course, luckily HLI has been great.
Yeah, HLI is a great place. That's why I always. Yeah, so Eric said, must be nice, Buck. Eric, my wife said you have to have at least 3 times as much cash as Eric does. Or I'm sorry, not 3 times. Make that 10 times.
Don't you wish?
Right?
Well, that's the thing. That's why you'll find, just like this morning, I am really quick to spend money now. 5 years from now, I will be a tightwad.
Oh, I just snapped this.
What?
Test fitting the impulse shuttle bay deck. I just snapped the piece right here, and it's one piece. It's not a piece that was glued together.
Well, that's not good.
It's gonna be now.
So what should Jay? I think
It's an internal.
Oh, so you won't see it. I was going to say go from the backside.
Yeah.
I think I recognize that glue you're using. Is that Bondini?
Yes, it is.
I need to get some of that. Everybody keeps talking about it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Well, see,
when I run out, I'm going to straight up MEK. I got a whole bottle of it. But now that I got also those 3 bottles of Tamiya for $15 on Amazon, and I pretty much had like a lifetime supply of stuff.
See, right now I've been on a Tamiya extra thin kick, but I'm ready.
Yeah.
I have.
Those brushes can flood what you're working on, so you have to be careful. I tried to do that for bigger pieces and use the extra thin for the smaller.
Well, and that's why I've got multiple types of glue, and it's not. What you can also do, except for it gets a little bit difficult getting further down in the bottle, is there is one. Use these. I have these micro brushes. I also have micro sponges, which is just a little tiny sponge on the end.
Mm-hmm. Because I noticed that the paint brushes themselves don't work that great. You know, individual paint brushes, that is.
Yeah.
Some of the synthetic brushes, the Tamiya will start eating them.
Yeah.
Figured that out the hard way.
Really? What happened?
It ate my paintbrush.
Well, there you go. I'm going to see if I can do this without drilling a hole in my finger.
Painted, glued 2 parts together and then started painting some little details on it. And I was like, why is my paintbrush getting all sticky? Oh, it's melting.
Did the whole Wicked Witch of the West thing?
Help me, I'm melting.
I think I know why this drill bit is not working very well. I think it's only half a drill bit.
Hey, you need to sharpen it, Buck.
Already threw it away.
I don't throw it away, just sharpen it.
So Mark just said he hasn't, actually he may have said it a minute ago, said he didn't see it on the site. So Mark, go on to, let me find it. Well, you're on HDA, right?
You just type in the search Bird of Prey and it comes up. It's the first thing.
It's bad that it's toxic there in the UK.
Well, YouTube can be toxic pretty much all the time, but
yeah. Oh, look, it says in stock 1.
Soon to be 0.
I wonder what happened to the other one.
I don't know. There. That'll take you straight to it, Mark. Or whoever beats him out for it.
There I am.
I'm just checking my YouTube real quick. $87 to HDMI. Who the hell spent my money? Damn it.
It's all gone.
No, not all of it. Just a little.
Alrighty.
Okay,
I made the decision I'm going to go ahead on this and try to finish it before I move.
You should. It'll be a lot easier to move it than as a whole piece.
Yeah, and then I can focus on the group builds when I get the new place. Plus, the Voltron has tiny pieces, so I don't want to lose anything.
I got to get one of those Voltron kits.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, for $80 or $90, you'd hope it would be like a Gundam, but it's one of those mini plot Gundams.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have the PLA, and it's kind of a toy plastic because they're meant to be played with.
Well, that's like the Transformer that I built. It's the same way. But, I mean, it's still Optimus, so it's cool.
No, these ones are worse.
Oh, worse than this?
Yeah.
I'm going to tear him back apart and paint him eventually, but...
But that's why I'm not going to use any of the lion legs and stuff, because I don't plan on ever playing with it. I just want it built as Voltron.
Oh, don't lie. Don't lie. You're going to play with it. You know you're going to play with it.
It's like Buck zooming his spaceships around. He denies it, but we know he does it.
Pew, pew, pew. So that is an awesome idea Eric had for GB to post his videos as unlisted and then just post them to us over on HLI.
Yeah. That would work.
Yep.
By the way, is this too loud, guys?
No.
Okay.
Yes, all right.
Wow, that's never happened.
What's that?
So when the drill bit finally went through, it hit so hard that it knocked one of the treads off.
Wow.
Well, it's because I used extra thin on it. So let me throw a little bit of super glue in there. So that's the problem with these little tubes. They go dry on you and you don't even know it.
Yeah. Or the big ones, they go dry before you're done with them.
Well, I have a fix.
Some thin glue that's super thick right now.
Yeah. Well, I have a fix for that. This actually used to be 2 bottles. And if you see, look at the size of that hole. That's because the tip got, how it always dries out. And this is actually about 2/3 of a bottle right now.
Yeah.
It's a combination of a bottle my wife had, a bottle I had. She gummed the hell out of her tip. And so I poured hers in the bottle.
Yes, she did.
Well, there you go. But I poured the rest of hers into my bottle. So my bottle's been over full since then.
You stole her super glue, Buck.
That's okay. She just buys more. Her problem is she'll get the tube all gunked up to where you can't use it anymore, and throw away half to 3/4 of a bottle.
Just take the backside of my hobby knife and chip it off.
I do that, and when it gets too bad, I just, like I did here, pour it into another bottle or pour it into something that you can get to it with.
Right.
So I'm going to have to set this thing off to the side because the tracks are already funky the way they sit. I'm looking for an unoccupied flat space in the shop. Having to glue that one back in.
Yeah, that little crawler that comes with the Revell kit is not the greatest in the world.
No, but it works. Right now I'm just looking. There we go. Future. I have a thing of Future sitting right here. And I'm doing.
But
I did the same thing when I glued.
It's a Future in his hands.
I do. I did the same thing when I glued it initially, except for it was Mod Podge last time. I set something heavy onto it so that it flattens, so at least the treads are close to setting flat.
Yeah, this is a tight fit.
Oh damn! Somebody bought the other one. I'm sorry, Mark. Did you get it? I hope.
Buck's still looking at it. Was you think about buying another one?
No, Mark just said now there are none. It still shows one in stock. You didn't click send yet, I guess. I swoop in here and buy it right out from under him. I will sell it to you for $400.
It costs what, 70?
Yeah.
You just sell it to him for 140 and you just paid for yours.
No, I've settled it to him for 400, and that's the eBay markup.
Right. You can get good deals on eBay. You just have to spend the time to hunt them down.
You have to do it right. Exactly. Because, my C57D, I've told you guys how much I got that for, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I could go and sell that thing for five times what I got as an open box.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I look at this thing, I'm like, that would be so cool. The shuttle bay for the Miranda.
Yeah, that thing is incredible.
It is.
Takes up the entire interior. I don't know how you'd light the damn thing.
Well, here's the thing that stops me from getting it every time. 2/3 of it you can't see if you ever close the ship. So why?
Right. That's what I've thought.
You can look in there and see it, just not very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it won't work on the old AMT kit.
Why not?
It only works on the new Polar Lights one because AMT made the saucer too thinner than it was supposed to be. That was one of the corrections that Polar Lights made. If you buy that shuttle kit, that shuttle bay for the Miranda, you also have to buy the side panels that make the hull thicker.
Huh.
Wow.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I have both of them, huh?
Shut up, Buck.
There are certain kits I have several of.
Are there any kits you don't have several of?
Yes, lots of them. I only have 1, 2, 3.
I find that hard to believe.
I only have like 6 tanks.
I have, no tanks.
See?
I think the closest thing I have to a tank is a Batmobile. I have 4 of those.
You have the Batmo tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a paper Batmobile.
I don't have that.
I haven't built it yet, but I have one.
On one of the things I have noticed on the crawler for the shuttle, when the weight of the solid rocket booster external tank parts is on there, it actually does smooth it out quite a bit.
Yeah, it does. Because those treads have little tiny attachment points.
Yeah. Well, it's not the treads that are the problem. The box itself is slightly warped.
Because it's thin.
Wait. Bud said go to member resources and vote for something.
Our video's frozen again. For about 5 minutes now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Buck, what'd you do now?
Nothing, but I'm looking at it and I can see movement.
Well, I'm still gluing the impulse deck, which I finished about 5 minutes ago. Unless it's no, get out of there. Hold on. It was my damn cat.
Your cat was frozen?
No, she was on the laptop.
Well, actually, you jinxed us because now we're frozen.
Kind of looks like crap with the polyfill in there. Kind of looks like crap with the. Oh well, too late now. Need a diffusion anyway.
I wonder, just because I've done this before and it's really kind of funky what happens. In the middle of the stream, I just hit refresh. And nothing happened.
No.
That is kind of funky.
I didn't broke the stream. Eric said I broke the stream. It was Jalen who broke the stream.
All I got is YouTube. It wasn't on Discord.
Yeah, Discord still works.
Yeah.
So what's funny is everybody who's watching the stream on YouTube is on Discord as well. Actually, let me see. Maybe.
Jesus, cat.
For some reason, actually, it's frozen on OBS.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you did do it?
No, it was OBS thought about Eric showing up and said, no. So just for fun.
Yeah. Get off the laptop.
That didn't work. I tried switching to a camera and it actually did not come up with the camera.
No, it's froze.
Ah!
Did you fix it?
No, I switched cameras and Mark says something's moving. I switched cameras and the only camera that came up was the one with me on it. And I was like, no.
Don't scare yourself like that.
Why do you think I never switched to the camera with me on it?
Oh, wait. You know something?
Hmm.
As soon as I started messing with cameras on the Discord, it started moving again.
That's odd.
Yeah.
It is.
It's alive.
It's alive. Weird science. Sorry.
You used to love that show.
You know,
I did too.
You know, I just said that, and then my mind ran through so many things and landed on the kid from the movie Weird Science is now Iron Man.
Whoa, I never realized that.
Let me double check. I think that Robert Downey Jr. was in there, but I'm like, holy shit. That man has actually had 2 careers.
Yes, he has.
He had one as a young man, and then it's Robert Downey Jr. Oh my God.
Now, he had a career when he was young, and then he ruined it.
Yeah.
And then he started over.
Well,
same thing with Mickey Rourke, only he scared everyone with his new mug.
Yeah. Well, when they cast Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, it was such a great move, but such a risky one because of where he was at the time.
Right.
And I love the fact that he went off script at the end of the movie. When he had all those cards, he actually had lines that were coming from those cards. He was supposed to be giving the whole excuse that they wanted him to and everything else. And Robert Downey Jr., when they were filming the movie, said, fuck it, I'm Iron Man. He went off script and they were like, that is just cool. And they kept it.
Funny thing is, a lot of the most memorable moments in movies were off script.
Yeah.
Kind of makes you wonder about writers, you know?
Well,
like all the Jim Carrey stuff.
Writers do what's safe. Actors do what they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking at this decal, and I think I cut something off I shouldn't have cut off. I think I've ruined a decal.
Oh.
So I'm sitting here looking at this decal going, there isn't another one on the sheet. Damn it. Where is it? What happened? Oh, it's on the ship already.
Oops.
What?
That's what happens when you stop in the middle of a model to do a speed build.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, this thing's making me nervous. There's such little room around the shuttle bay for lighting the shuttle bay, and then the lights above the shuttle bay, which weren't made for lighting. I'm not used to customizing this much.
That's the fun of lighting.
Right?
Yeah, because I know there'll be more satisfaction at the end.
Well, my slant on it is anytime you light a kit that doesn't have a light kit or wasn't designed specifically for lighting, you increase it by, whatever scale level it is, you increase it by 2.
Yes.
And what really sucks is when you're doing a scale level 7 out of 5 build. Well, like this shuttle kit, and it's not based on actual difficulty, it's based on how many parts.
Right.
It's a scale level 5.
I think the 5 comes from the tower part that has no locator tabs.
It could be.
You're just gonna have to figure this out, guys, because we didn't put no tabs on it.
I did not realize that I have not seen the movie Chaplin. Mark said that Downey Jr. had just come off of a hit with Chaplin.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
That was weird. So
Yes, he did, GB. That's what I've been going off of to try to figure out how to do things. You know, you let someone else play around first, and then you take all the good ideas because they're good ideas.
So I just didn't realize I did it, or it would happen. The Plantronics cuts out my breathing noise. But when I put the paintbrush in my mouth and breathed past it, it doesn't pick up the breath on the mic. It picks up the breath on something that's near the mic.
Yeah.
Sound is sound.
Yep. I have to say, these decals are a little bit nicer than the ones were for the 380 because they're actually breaking free pretty quick. Damn it. Normally when I'm decaling, the paintbrush goes in my mouth. Don't stick, damn it. Forgot to wet it down. Almost did it again.
Are you a paint licker, Buck?
No.
No?
Glue sniffer maybe, but no, you know how it is when you're doing something and you need a third hand just to hold whatever you're working with?
Yeah.
What's bad about that is I have to remember not to stick this in my mouth when I'm working.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of licking the paintbrush to get a point on it when I'm painting minis.
Uh-huh.
I do
Even
that.
when there's paint on it.
I don't do that.
I do.
I was going to say, what does the paint taste like?
Chemicals.
It really doesn't taste. Acrylic paint doesn't anyway. I haven't tried enamel.
You know, what you should try is doing some...
Oh, shit.
You should lick the paint or the brush when you're doing gluing and tell us what MEK tastes like.
Try that sometime.
No, don't. Yay! I just broke a flipping decal.
Hey, now you get to put it back together.
Decal surgery.
Hands in the way of the light. Oh, son of a bitch.
That don't sound good.
Yeah, I took out the top of it. Looks
Wait,
like that's not the way.
You took out top? Man.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that.
Go ahead. Top. I get his stash.
Oh boy. What am I gonna do?
I already posted this morning. It's going to the Island of Misfit Toys.
Yeah, I should.
That's where I live.
So does Eric. You got to fight him for it.
Not a problem.
It will be a fight to the death with Nerf guns.
Got it. Eric can't pivot very fast anymore. He has a steel back.
GB, when I was talking about sticking this in my mouth, he said, "No, don't do it. Otherwise, you'll be speaking with forked tongue." Pre-98.
Just luckily, I've got some of that 08 to 05 SMD strip tape that which is what Boyd used when he did the shuttle bay in order to squeak lighting underneath and up top.
I love LED tape, man. That stuff comes in handy.
Yeah, but that 08 05 is a little trickier to deal with how you have to scrape away the wiring.
That's what I used for the.
Oh, you son of a!
For the engine back here.
Best
0805.
Best thing about LED tape is when you get the waterproof stuff and you're trying to solder.
Oh, I made that mistake once.
You're sitting there scraping and cutting and trying to get that
stupid silicone coating off.
Yes.
I made that mistake once.
I made it more than once.
No, I bought one roll, and from then on, I knew I should look at that first before I click buy.
Well, it depends. If it's the only thing that I can find is the waterproof for what, with the color and whatever it is that I need, I'll do it, and I'll curse myself for it when I'm trying to put it on. Or when I'm trying to solder it.
Wait. I'll just wait until I can get what I need.
Where's your sense of misadventure?
All right, so I just cut the whole area around that lighting out, including the roof. I'll just rebuild it. Be less of a pain.
Love the numbering scheme on these decals.
Yeah, looks like.
Don't understand why they do this.
They did.
47, 48, 49, 46.
Hey, that's okay. Buy a kit from AMP.
No pics or no numbers?
No numbers. There's numbers on the instructions. There's no numbers on the sprue.
I see that on Eric's brother's videos all the time. Things I enjoy.
Yeah.
But the question is, if he enjoys them so much, why is he upset?
He enjoys being upset?
That could be.
Some people do. Mostly women.
I don't know if you guys saw that I just turned the shuttle around, but it's so that the decals, the order that I'm putting them in, matches the picture. So I'm curious today to see what happens because my next issue of Iron Man is supposed to deliver with FedEx on the 2nd of January.
Really?
Yeah. Last I knew, FedEx didn't do anything on a Sunday.
Well, let us know how that works out.
I will. If I do get the Iron Man today, I'll still be doing the X-Wing on Tuesday. I don't care. I want to finish that X-Wing. Smart Money probably says that I should have done the inner one first.
Hey, it's your kit. You build it the way you want to, Buck.
I do, but the problem is getting the decals in the right spot without wrecking them or having them stick to each other.
Mm-hmm.
This may not be the last shuttle that goes on this. I may build another shuttle eventually and swap it out.
Are you trying to say you're not happy with how that was turning out?
The decals are not the best.
I like the Warbird decal.
I do too, but they don't look realistic. They look like decals.
Once you get the dull coat on them, they actually look pretty good.
You need to figure out how to use. Mark says he needs to figure out how to use the HLI board for the bird of prey. Speaking of which, I just realized.
What do you mean how to use?
Not sure. Do you look? Right
They have. If you just want to know where to hook everything up, they have a little schematic on HLI website.
He's looking at that.
I remember to mark all of my bags which board I have for which because they all say HLI too.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Well, mine when they came, it's written on there, which one they are, except for I don't remember which one it is.
I don't believe mine were.
I don't remember. I'll have to check.
Okay, so Mark, voltage in is positive, ground is negative, and looking at the way my board is wired, A, B, C, and D.
That's one.
A, B, C, and D are all positive, or A, B, and C are positive, and then D for the switch is negative.
No, mine's not marked. It just says HLI FX002. It's a bird board, but it's not marked.
Let me see.
Yeah, they're all like for me, like the Grissom board and the Bird of Prey board, they're all the same.
I need to get a Grissom board.
I think
I'm adding an extra light to my Katinga board. Do you think it would make the lights noticeably dimmer, or only slightly?
If you're adding
it shouldn't make them any dimmer at all.
Yeah, especially if you don't go off the board, if you just go off straight power.
Yeah, if I do that, I'll have to add an extra resistor.
Okay, so...
Well, now, if you hook them to the same resistor, it will make them dimmer.
Yeah. All right.
If you use a separate resistor for each light, it shouldn't make them dimmer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the board is resistored, so...
Yeah.
I had put a resistor on the LED just to make that one even dimmer.
If it's through the same resistor, it will make it dimmer somewhat.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why it works that way, but that's been my experience.
that there is my second Bird of Prey board. It's just labeled FX02 or FX2 because I bought it way early. Both my Grissoms say Grissom on them.
Well, it's handwritten on it.
Yeah, and both of my planes say planes on them. But
they came used to do.
They came that way.
Kenny must have started writing on them.
I think that I'm guessing that Kelly wrote on them.
Yeah, she's like, how do you expect anyone to keep the?
No, she just said, no, nobody's going to be able to read that chicken scratch.
Very possible.
Dan says that his have the writing on them as well.
Well, all right, then you guys are special.
We are.
Right?
That's because Kenny likes us.
He likes me.
Are you sure?
No, Kenny just said he'll never figure this out. I'm going to have to write on it.
In crayon.
I'm hoping he does the cars for the giveaway in February so I can get rid of the damn box.
Well, you got to... Oh, shit!
What? Break another decal, Buck?
Worse, the decal came off in the water.
Oh, I hate that.
I've had that happen.
Okay, now here's where I do magic.
Shit.
Because I don't have another decal to replace this one with. There we go. And it tore, of course. It's funny how it got so silent all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry. I'm over at the spray booth.
I'm holding my breath putting this window on.
When I turn around to the spray booth, my back is to the microphone, so...
I was going to say, you're 6 inches from where you were before.
But I'm facing the wrong direction. I have to turn around to talk so you'll hear me.
See, that's why you wear a headset.
Well, see, I don't have a headset with a microphone on it. That would require spending money that I could spend on models.
Well, actually, I didn't buy this headset. Back a couple of, jobs ago, they required us to have the Plantronics headset, and they don't want them back once they've been on your head.
I don't have a job that buys me a Plantronics.
Trust me, it's not a very good one.
Not a very good headset?
No, it's 5 or 6 years old.
I was going to say, I've always heard good things about Plantronics.
They're good headsets. And we actually got these ones when I worked in a skiff, which is a secure, secure compartmentalized information facility. I think I did okay. That's the decal that came off of the paper in the water.
Not bad at all.
I lost part of it, but it's there.
Hell, rescuing decals from the water is just normal procedure for me. I seem to always do that at least once.
I was trying to get it to move on the paper, and it wasn't. And so I dipped it back in the water, and it was like, yeah, free swim. just like this one. But I've learned my lesson. I am not putting it back in the water.
Unless I have a lot of decals, I don't even get a tub of water out no more. I just put a few drops of water on my cutting mat, stick the decal in it, and wait.
Well, I'm going to start using the Boyd Crompton methods eventually.
What's that?
See the bottle?
Oh, just spray some water on them?
Yeah, Boyd just sets them on his towel and sprays them now.
That's what I've been doing. I'm using this little one that I got from Michael's.
Yeah, I just use a little pipette, put a few drops of water on the cutting mat, and put the decal in it.
There. It's this little spritz bottle.
I'm beginning to be frustrated with Warbird decals.
I like Warbird decals.
Well, on this side, I've had two issues. One decal went for a swim, and this one, as I was sliding it off the paper, decided that we needed to split.
I used Warbird decals on my B-17 and my P-61 and on the shuttle.
I think I was spoiled by the decals for the Airbus.
Well, the Warbird decals are really, really thin, so you have to be careful with them. But once you put them on and hit them with a flat coat, they look just like they're painted on because they're so thin.
Yeah. Well, the Airbus decals last week, I, no kidding, had a 6-inch long decal off the sheet hanging in the air.
Yeah, I've done that a lot. I usually tend to, if there's room on the model though, I'll tend to lay them on there and then slide the paper out from under it.
Yeah.
I tend to get less air bubbles that way.
Yeah. And 300 has the exact story for the decals. It's heat friction damage before launch.
There you go.
Like I said, someday I've got more space shuttle models. Someday.
You'll build another one.
Yep.
I had one space shuttle model and I've already built it, so. I'd love to have that tower, but once I thought about it, I don't know where the hell I would put it anyway, so.
Well, the thing about the tower is they don't make it anymore either.
Right.
Yep, but you know, what is it? It's now 2022, so wait another 24 years and they should repop it again.
Yeah.
I might have somewhere to put it by then.
Holy shit, Batman.
What?
Kit supplied decals. And those two decals just really fucked up. Kit supplied decals.
Slightly different though, aren't they?
No, they're identical.
Wow. There you go.
That's good.
So, let me see if I can get these back off. Oh, yay. Disintegration. Marvin the Martian just showed up on my decals.
With his X-32 explosive space modulator?
No, his disintegration ray. Although I think that is the thing that he used to disintegrate things, isn't it?
The X-32 explosive space modulator is what he was going to shoot the Earth with. Blocked his view of Venus.
Well, that's reasonable. What I can't wait for is these decals behind to start falling apart because they're getting wet.
Don't get them wet.
That's kind of hard when the wing slopes that way. I didn't think this through when I did this, because when I did it...
Well, there's your problem right there.
What, thinking? Not my strong suit. But on the Airbus, I started at the top and worked my way down. On this thing, I started with the ones that should be easier, and I'm working my way to the ones that are more difficult. But what I should do instead is be slightly intelligent and go back and work these ones on the top of the tail first.
That's way too much thinking.
See? That's my problem. Uh-oh. Eric's threatening me again. Well, he just said next month I'm buying that Bismarck. The Bismarck that has been in a box waiting to be shipped since August. Whenever you get the cash, Eric. Whenever you get the cash.
I probably won't be buying many more models until this freaking chip shortage ends.
Yeah. Because, well, that's because you have to make a choice, Donnie.
Food or models?
Exactly. Which is more important to you?
Well, it's not me that's the problem.
Oh, you mean the wife and kids want to eat too?
Yeah, for some reason.
Well, you know, if you'd sell them, you wouldn't have that problem anymore.
Yeah, hang on just a second.
Yeah, sell the ones that you bought on impulses that you thought you really wanted for the ones as they come out that are even more desirable. That's what I've been doing.
Wait, children?
Plus I needed... Yeah. Plus I needed the room anyways, as the new apartment's going to be smaller.
You're doing it wrong. You're supposed to get a larger place.
Yeah, I wish.
Hey, guys.
Yep.
I'm going to have to jump off here and go pick up my son again.
Let him walk. He'll be okay.
Right?
Oh,
That's the way I look at it.
Of course, and if I wasn't disabled, I might be homeless. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm out of here.
See you
Y'all
later.
have a good one.
You too, Donnie.
See ya, Donnie.
See ya.
I understand what you're saying with this disability. Well, my disability more than pays for this house.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I was disabled at a young age, so.
Yeah.
Oh, how the frick did that move? You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
Huh. Does Tamiya Extra Thin remove superglue?
I don't know. It might.
It just removed this Bob Smith Industries superglue, the window that I had attached.
It might. Hey, it's that guy. Speaking of disabled.
Oh. Hey, come on, Pete. Don't pick on me. Ginger's here. She'll protect me.
Hey, Ginger. How you doing?
Hi, Ginger.
Hey. Hi, Ginger.
Oh.
Am I crazy? I hear voices.
She can hear you.
I know she can.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Huh?
Maybe I'll light block it before I put this window back on. If I don't lose it.
Wait. Don't light block the dog.
No, I want to shine light up his ass.
So the QM2 is on hold because of some idiotic shuttle tower thing.
Yes.
A buddy build that has been in the making has been now put on hold.
Well, because somebody convinced me. Wait. Somebody convinced me. I think you were part of that crew to do a speed build last week.
That's Dalen's fault.
The speed build took all the time that would have taken to finish the shuttle.
Oh, don't put this on me. The speed build was totally Chris's fault, not mine. I just happen to be a bobblehead when it comes to, hey, want to do something crazy and stupid? I'm like,
Well, Eric, there could also be an issue with a tank build. And
Plus, if you're doing a ship, you should do a tall ship for the group build.
Oh, Jalen, that brings up, okay. This totally threw me for a loop. My first cut of filming the QM2, I was like, yeah, it's a buddy build, but I'm also going to put it in the high seas group build. That's when I remember that was last year.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah, little quoties. I missed the boat on that one.
Yes.
Talk about missing the boat. Round
crowd.
2. This half of the let me get in the picture. Come on, there. Delay. All right. This half of the sprue in the lighting kit comes clear red, but you also need a couple beacon lights that are supposed to be red. I'm gonna have to paint them, but it would have been nice if those came clear red, because especially since that's all I'm using of the lighting kit is the photo etch and some of the clear parts.
That's interesting, because I mean, if they're meant to be red, they should have just molded it as such in red, styrene.
Well, it shows they weren't really planning it very much, because they could have had room for them.
And by the way, Eric,
yep,
there's another issue with Queen Mary 2.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Here we go. Some bullshit excuse. Go ahead.
If I'd have started the Queen Mary 2, I would have had to do an out-of-box review this morning and cancel the Sunday stream.
You don't need to do an out-of-box review, and that could have waited.
I do have to do an out-of-box review because somebody else did one, and I have to show the difference between the kits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One booklet has staples. The other doesn't.
By the way, Eric, I will put that in the video.
I know, right?
Oh,
and I will say, just to rub it in for Eric.
I feel gypped. They couldn't even take the time to give me 2 staples. 2. Cheap honkies.
Now it's glued. I forgot that the light kit that the aftermarket light kit that I got here comes with a strip of red tape for this impulse deck. I glued it together without putting the tape in there. So.
By red tape, you mean LED tape?
Yes. But luckily, I can still fit the LEDs in there. So I've got some 3mm red ones that I can put in.
I see.
The
thing is there any room to DQs so that you don't get the 2 hot spots?
Yeah.
From the
well, I did put some polyfill in there, so that should help a little bit.
Okay.
But if I had known that, I would have hazed this one over more. Yeah.
Don't they have like a spray that it's specifically to frost
Yeah.
Cross plastic.
Right. Actually, you know what? This is just going underneath this piece, like that.
Oh shoot! So it's going to be okay. A lot of it's just not going to be seen anyway. So
yeah. Plus, I could also just spray it as with the part already attached because it's all going to be cleared.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Right.
I just need a better flat because that Mission Models is some crap stuff.
So, Jalen, should I ask the important question about the QM2 and the Sunday stream?
What's that?
So now that Eric's on the Sunday stream, why isn't he working on the QM2?
Oh, yes. Well, it's a buddy build.
Good reason
His
for
buddy's
that.
not building it.
The speed build completely threw me for a loop. I am on mental vacation.
It's January. We can
wait.
attack any model kit we want now.
Eric, when are you not on mental vacation?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I'm on permanent hiatus.
Yes. I like that.
Be careful. That's too big a word for Eric during the normal day. It's got like 5 letters in it or something.
Hiatus. MOON. That spells hiatus.
Exactly. But
Come on, who got that reference? Who got that movie reference? Huh?
Movie my ass. Movie my ass. I read The Stand before the movie ever came out. We go. I read the entire 1,200-page unabridged edition.
I never read the book, but I saw the original, The Stand. The movie.
I was so excited for the remake.
I don't have my anymore. I thought I had it.
I was so excited for the remake of The Stand that I am still on episode 2.
What's showing?
They made a remake of it last year. Literally a year ago, they released it.
Yeah. Paramount Plus.
Oh, Paramount.
I don't know if it was it Paramount Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah. They did such a good job of it that I have not ever finished it, and I'm probably not ever going to. As a matter of fact, Whoopi Goldberg has said that she's embarrassed by it.
Really?
Yes, and that woman has a lot to be embarrassed by normally on a normal day.
Well, so the remake is crap. It's garbage.
It sucks. If you liked the original one, I wouldn't even bother to take a look at the remake.
I love the original one. Matter of fact, there are certain.
Hold on, Eric. Oh my God, it's the greatest American hero.
Oh,
hey, bud.
Hey, bud. How you guys doing? Didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
It's not a stream unless you show your beautiful face there, bud.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see any of this either, so we make them though.
Hey, bud.
Yo, so peace out.
So I think Eric is not Eric. Mark, yes, the one that Eric's talking about is the movie The Stand that was made in the 70s. It was a TV movie, actually, I think.
No, wait a minute. No. The Stand, the original Stand was made sometime in the 80s.
Was it?
Yes, and I was going to make a comment to that some movies in the 80s, even though a lot of people think they're kind of campy, and most of them are, but there's some that held up. The Stand, I still think holds up really good. But there was another one, really obscure, but Buck, you might know it. It's called The Day After.
I recognize the name.
I seen that movie, and back in the day, back in the 80s, when they put it on the TV, everybody was scared shitless.
Exactly, because they did it to a true to form scenario, a literal what if this is how we would actually do it. So it wasn't fiction, in that aspect. Like, this is how we would respond. This is how they would respond. And the movie just, it was so accurate. It scared the crap out of everybody.
I saw that movie a couple years ago, and it was dumb. It's not like it would be today.
No, different times and whatnot. But yeah.
So
people complain and follow the book enough, but I enjoyed it.
I just looked up The Stand, the original. We're both off. It was 1994.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why the Stand.
That's exactly what I said was 1994. So you didn't hear me right.
There's a reason why we all like that one better. And that is, it has Gary Sinise in it.
Yes.
Of course. Mr. CSI himself.
Exactly. By the way, speaking of kind of scary but kind of campy and stupid TV shows, I started watching Z Nation yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I watched the first one and I was throwing up in my mouth. I was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
Well, I started watching it yesterday, and I'm going to give it a chance because, let me put it this way, it's no Walking Dead by any stretch of the imagination.
The fact that your eyes aren't bleeding yet from watching just the first episode, you're doing good.
Well, I see, watching the first episode, I see that there might eventually someday be a plot in this TV show.
No, there isn't.
See, I mean, what is it? Zombieland is better than Z Nation. Rule number
Zombieland's great.
Rule number 1, cardio. Don't forget the double tap.
So, Jay, did you say that you read the book or saw the movie of The Day After?
No, that wasn't me. It was I had The Stand.
You're talking about The Stand?
I had a copy of the book of The Stand and the miniseries DVD. But I don't have either one now.
Another good 70s/80s/90s miniseries that I've rewatched recently was Shogun.
I remember watching that when I was a kid. Is that the one where the guy pees on him?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
I don't remember that.
That's the only part I remember. That, and it was like 12 hours long.
I remember, my first movie literally was Star Wars: A New Hope. It was when it came out or shortly thereafter, 77, 78, probably 70. I was still in Hawaii. Now, mind you, I'm a young kid. I'm 3. But the one thing that apparently etched itself into my brain was the part where at the very beginning, and this was in one of those outdoor places. What do you call those things? Drive-ins there?
Drive-ins, the drive-through. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I remember Darth Vader choking the snot out of that rebel dude, and hearing the crunch of his throat being thrown to the ground. And then I fell asleep. That was my introduction in the movies.
You were like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I've loved Darth Vader ever since. I was like, if that dude is that badass to just like do whatever the hell, well, I like him. I can hear the concentration on doing those decals.
Well, I had one of them.
I got something to show.
One of them that was on before has broken loose and folded over on itself.
And finally, we got Bud back. There we go.
I just want to show you something. I'm trying to figure this out.
Does this have anything to do with the poll I haven't seen yet?
How do you change this?
Are you trying to switch camera?
To the front view, to the back view?
Yeah.
Yeah, to the back view of my... All right, whatever. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm getting all the pegboard behind the scenes done. Can you see it or not?
Yep.
Yep.
I got that to do left, the corner, and it'll be ready to put up. Probably some of it today at least.
Nice.
That's cool.
Right on.
What's that?
I said that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, the reason I don't have the video on all the time because I don't have a stand and my phone's just hanging on the desk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving it alone. It's not perfect. I lost part of a decal, but it's on there. Fuck. It is tough when you decal. I looked over. When you decal on top of a decal. There's actually decals here on the tail, on the back part of the tail.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I say strip all the decals and then
Holy bat shit.
That's what you need to do.
I did not realize that.
Well, whatever it was, I didn't do it.
Nick Andros from The Stand.
Yep.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never realized that.
Plus the MOON, he was Dauber.
Yep. And Patrick on SpongeBob.
Yep.
Well, it's like, I can't remember what it was I was watching yesterday, and I was like, holy shit, that's him? Never realize it. You watch a movie, you're like, yeah, I wonder who this guy is. You never look it up, and then you watch something else, and you look at their filmography, and you see they're in this movie, and you're like, really?
Yeah. They did that a lot. They did that a lot with Star Wars. People were like, wasn't that, the mailman from Cheers? Didn't he, blah, blah, blah. And they were trying to like connect the dots and be like, that actor was in there. And
yeah. I'm almost decaled out on this thing.
You can do it.
I can also just glue it on there now, right now, and leave it as it is.
No, Buck, you got to get back into that speed build mentality, okay?
Speed build this.
Come on. You did good with the decals on the plane. Come on.
The decals on the plane were like 3 times as thick as these are.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. They were they were regular Revell decals. I'm not really impressed with Warbird right now.
Is that a new company that you just tried out or something?
No, they're not a new company. It's just I've never done them before. They're better decals, or they're more... Plantronics keeps catching in the seat. There's more decals than the kit supplied.
Okay.
But they're not as good. I haven't done a whole lot of the kit supplied decals. I'm gonna have to try them and see, and I may just stop with the Warbird and finish out with with the kit supplied, and then go from there for the rest being Warbird.
Well, at least gave him a shot. Now you know.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the F-16, the 3D decals that I did on there, and then Eric was gone. It's how he always does that. But the 3D decals on the F-16, it was fun for once, but I'm not going to buy them again because you don't see them once they're inside the model, and they can be a pain in the ass. Oh, look at that. Bud is giving us action shots. Awesome.
Nice. You wanted action.
Exactly. My guess is that Karina came in and said, I need you to do something. And that's where Eric went.
Yeah. Remind me, a regular round top LED versus a sanded flat top, which is going to give out the most spatial light?
The round top, I think, is going to spread out more.
Will it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a crush on Molly Ringwald.
Yes. By the way, Bud, how is Sandy?
But the doctor still won't let her go. Hopefully the beginning of this week, next week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. She had some kind of infection in her heart. It went to her kidneys and her brain. And it seems like all that's just about gone now. It's just in her heart valve. But she sounds great.
Yeah.
You know, I went to see her a couple of times. So we're hopeful.
Yeah. Well, tell her we're concerned. We're hoping to have her show back up there at the house.
Every time anybody says anything about her, I text her right away, and she really appreciates it. So it means a lot to her, and it means a lot to me that you guys care.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all expect when she comes home, she's going to show up on a video or a stream or something.
I will tell her that.
It's family of one of her own. So
she's going to say that I don't have to strip or anything, do I?
No. That's my job. So I just put this decal on the wrong side of the tail. And now I'm trying to get it to the right side of the tail without destroying it.
Right. I needed to get on here. It's a good distraction for me.
It's a good.
Got too much to decide for tomorrow. Got to keep my mind off of it.
What's going on tomorrow?
I have to decide whether I'm going to test in the morning, and I have to go to court, and I have to testify. I mean, I have to decide whether I'm going to testify against my neighbor or not, the one that was found that's masturbated in front of me and other stuff. But this is for the case of him masturbating behind the dumpster. The only issue is that when I caught him, he started running towards the back of the apartment, you know, because the dumpster's back there. But he was running towards where, you know, kids live.
Yeah.
And his pants were falling down, and he was tripping over into things. And once he kind of fell up against a window of their apartment, I punched him to keep him moving him along. And then I grabbed him by his neck and shoved him over towards his apartment. But
that's messed up.
Yeah, his lawyer has gotten me a lawyer for Fifth Amendment reasons, because even though she's pursued charges before in a clerk magistrate hearing that were dropped because the clerk magistrate obviously knows what's up and kind of feels like I had the right to do what I did, me testifying in court could incriminate myself, and she can come back and charge me again because I admitted to it into a public hearing. And he can also win his case, and I could still be charged.
You mean for punching him?
That's not right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you gotta go through that.
The only true, there was evidence from the police of him being there, but there's no evidence of him masturbating. It's just my word. Like it is for most of these cases.
Yeah.
So I like to let this guy go. I mean, he's had a ton of, criminal stuff in the past, and he's too out of it with schizophrenia because of alcoholism and drugs that it doesn't really matter. But, I kind of want him to become an offender so he can't be around kids anymore.
Yeah.
Because I find him sexually harassing teenagers and stuff. It's just, and he has friends over that he slanders about me and gets them to want to beat my ass, and his drug dealers, and it's a bad situation. But I'm moving in a couple months to get away from this. So.
Well, just make sure that when you move, they don't know where you're moving to.
Right.
Are you in the States?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure where you lived.
I'm in Massachusetts.
It's curiosity.
What was that?
I said it doesn't matter what state or where you live. It was just curiosity. I wanted to know if you lived in the States.
Yeah.
Hey, watch my fat belly move all around.
I think anybody of our age has got a little spare tire at least.
Well, when I met Kenny, like 15, 20 years ago at a show, I was halfway decent thin. Not my perfect, it was just a little overweight. But ever since everything happened to me, it's just like I gave up. I've been sitting on my ass for 14 years. Haven't done nothing. What?
Stress will do that.
Yeah, it will. Sucks.
A good part of it for me was when I retired, I no longer had the Air Force telling me I had to work out. But over the last
somebody on your back telling you got to do this and you got to do that, you don't do it.
Yep. Well, over the last year or 2 years now, ever since I started working from home due to the pandemic, I have lost 60 pounds.
Excellent.
But
Wish I could say that.
I've stayed at the same weight now for about 8 months.
I gained like 60 pounds.
I bounce back and forth between about 126 or 226 and 222.
I've been heavy most of my life, all my life really, and right now is the heaviest I've ever been with. I'm at 225.
Wow,
that's not heavy.
No, it's not. I used to be 315 pounds.
I'm 5'5", so for me that's heavy.
Yeah.
I was up to about 290.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was over 310, and then I found out about my milk allergy, and I went down to 220, and then stress, medications, and the pandemic made me get up to 260. I've kind of been there for a while.
Milk allergy, as in lactose intolerant, or?
No, allergic.
Ah. And I read on Discord, everybody was wondering which dog it was. Was Charlie the one that is everybody here on the streams, and unless you hear a dog,
slobbering.
well, unless you hear a dog coughing, that the one coughing is Charlie. One that slobbers everywhere, that would be Apollo, my grandson's dog.
Okay. And if you hear any meowing, it's my cat Snickers.
I like Snickers.
Hey.
By the way, Bud.
Yes.
Star Trekking, a.k.a. 300-pound leprechaun, said best wishes to Sandy.
Well, let her know. I appreciate it.
Mark said, didn't know the Air Force ever worked out. Playing golf doesn't count. I don't play golf except for on the computer. And I'm not, well, actually, with Lynx 386 years and years ago, I was actually pretty good at golf. I managed to get a couple of holes in one playing Lynx.
Cool.
Yay.
Now, you guys see me working here with power drills, this and that and the other thing. This morning, I could barely stand up. It's day by day for me with the arthritis. I've taken a lot of meds so I can do something today.
I can understand that because yesterday, part of the, after working in the garage, part of the reason I wasn't around was because my back was killing me. I spent the entire afternoon yesterday in bed. And did
been there, done that.
Did not see any notifications of Kenny's stream until well after it was over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Right time.
Okay, so I know polyfill needs the clear to be frosted, so otherwise you'll see the polyfill too much.
Look, I got a halo.
Yay! Bud's an angel.
Bud's an angel on break.
Yep.
Vacationing.
Mark said, and then there was light. Oh, and Star Trekking said, same here, no notification until this morning for Kenny's stream. And see, unlike most of you guys, I have so much on my watch list. If I don't catch it live, I will probably catch it in about 4 months, maybe 5.
My notifications on my phone when Kenny comes on is instantaneously. Mostly everybody I subscribe to, when they post something live or just recording, it gets to me right fast.
It's cool.
So that's why I'm usually the first one on Kenny's stream.
Well, the times that I manage to sneak in there first, it's because I know what time he's supposed to stream, so I am over on his channel going, is he there yet?
What astounds me is that Kenny and Eric will make a comment to a comment that I make on Discord like a millisecond after I'm sending it, or it's like there's no way they could have read it and replied that quickly.
They're stalking
Right.
you.
Yeah.
Here, check these out. This is I put up some planes for January's giveaway. Okay, this is going to be for the next giveaway for airplanes. I don't know if you can see these or not.
Nice.
Yes, no, maybe so.
I see 2 tornadoes, a bi-wing, looks like Thunderbirds, Beach.
Oh, this one is cool. I like this one. I'm thinking I might keep this one. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
And I got all these and all these. These are all giveaways, actually. That's why I have the vote up now. I got 5 planes on my other desk in the other room, and the top 2 get voted on is going to be in this month's giveaway. So
cool.
Vote. He told me, he goes, dude, you're getting rid of all your stash. Before everything happened to me, I was a big collector. A modeler, yeah, but a collector too.
Yeah.
Kits, you know? And it's like now, yeah, I like these planes, but I'm never going to do them. So might as well give them to somebody who, might do them.
That's why I'm selling mine.
Yeah.
And giving a couple away.
Are you getting out of the hobby?
No. I have a big stash. It's a quarter the size of. It's a quarter the size of Bucks.
Oh shit! Another hobby store.
Yeah. And there's some more NASCAR ones coming out that I want. So, but at least those are smaller. I'm getting rid of all my bigger ships. Well, most of them. I'm keeping my E. I'm keeping the Disco Prize. I might keep the Voyager.
You should keep the Voyager because I am sure that in the next year or two, once Kenny is fully operational, we will convince him to do a Voyager build.
Oh, hell yeah.
He already has 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm surprised he didn't buy yours. one quarter of the garage all to Voyager.
Yeah.
I only have 2 that are unstarted. One that's a buddy build from last August. August of 20, not 21.
And I'm giving away the Richard Petty 1/16th car because there's no way I'm going to have in my collection a NASCAR bigger than Dale Earnhardt. Especially Petty. I had to rectify that.
Is that the same one that Boyd built a couple of years ago?
Yes.
I have 2 or 3, I forget how many now, IKEA glass cabinets. It's full glass, shelves are glass, or plexiglass, whatever you want to call them. I've had them for 2-3 years, and they're still not put together. That tells you how much work I've been doing.
I hear IKEA is raising their prices.
Oh, really?
Like 20%.
Damn.
So they'll be comparable with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That just sucks.
Yeah.
They wanted a certain amount of money. I'm hypothetical here. They wanted, say, like $200 or $100 for the cabinet, glass cabinet. But they also wanted $250 for the shipping. Ain't that messed up?
Yeah.
I had a friend take me in her truck, and years ago, and that's where I got them, so I didn't have to pay all that shipping. IKEA is pretty far from here. It's in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, our nearest IKEA is about 45 minutes away in St. Louis. But like Home Depot, which is literally about 3 miles from here, if we get something delivered, it's $100.
Damn.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. Well, I joined Amazon Prime when I first moved into this house, and so I got my rug. You saw my rugs; that were like $350 for that rug, and I got a free shipping on everything that was so expensive that would have been more than what a thing is worth. Then I canceled it. And the desks, I got 3 or 4 desks absolutely free.
Yeah.
It's like, what's next? Come on, keep coming. Tired. Now, Matt, I don't know if you guys heard on the stream last night. I asked Kenny to shout out to Maddie to maybe build a model. Maddie lives here too. That's Sandy's daughter. Just so you get the reference. We all live together, but not in that way. Thank you very much. Well, it's Three's company over here.
There's a knock on the door.
There you go. Back to screwing. You guys are perverts.
Yes, indeed. I am very close to, and I could do it too, actually. I may just glue the shuttle to the top of the, or to the boosters and decal it over years.
I'm sorry, I was screwing. I didn't hear what you said. I heard something about decals.
Basically, I'm just about fed up with decals for right now.
Oh, okay. That's one thing I like to get into is printing out decals. You can do some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I just did that recently. It wasn't too bad. Took me a while to resize them, but
yeah.
And as soon as I get my shop, all these pegboards up and going, and my tools and stuff sorted out, I'm gonna start printing from my printer, a 3D printer, not regular printer.
Yeah.
I've had that damn thing for almost a year now, and I haven't touched it. I wanted someplace nice to put it so I could do it.
It's like my Cricut. Got it. I mean, it's not near as long, but got it a couple of weeks ago. Sitting on one of the tables, hasn't even been plugged in yet.
Yeah.
Might not even work. I'm pretty sure it does, but haven't had time.
Mine's not even out of the box. I'm not taking it out of the box until I move.
Do you guys hear this drill when I drill?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. You're right. That's about the standard delivery charge anymore, Star Trek. And Shu said, he says that right after Three's Company. Yeah. Okay. I just realized, or remembered actually, not realized, why I started going back to the decals. It's because I've knocked the one tread off the crawler. That glue should have set really well by now, so I'm going to do about 2 more decals, and then I'm going to go back to the crawler.
Just out of curiosity, where you guys live?
I'm in O'Fallon, Illinois, which is about depending on which part of St. Louis you're looking for. I'm between the outskirts of St. Louis on the river side is about 20 minutes away.
Okay.
I'm in Northampton, Mass, which is in western Massachusetts.
Oh, you're way up there.
Yeah, about 20 minutes from Quabbin Reservoir.
What, you got 10 feet of snow yet?
No, we've got no snow. We had
Really?
we had like a quarter of an inch a week ago, but that's about it. We're way under our average. We normally average 10 inches this month.
I grew up and spent most of my life in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and every year we get feet of snow, not inches, feet.
Yeah.
My daughter is in Florida now. She goes, I miss the snow. Yeah, wait for your back to go out. See how much you miss it.
Yeah.
Right now I live in Quitman, Texas. It's east of Dallas, maybe an hour or so. I know Dana lives up in Texas around here somewhere, but I think she lives on the other side of Dallas.
Yeah.
My son is getting his... Oh, great. I got the wrong side for these decals from the original. My son is getting his first experience of real snow.
Really?
Yep, because...
How do you like it?
Well, we've lived all over the world, but mostly lower 48. We did live right after I retired in... right before and right after I retired up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. But Nicholas is now in Kenai, Alaska.
Wow.
And apparently back in October, they were hitting like the 1 foot of snow zone.
What was his reaction to actually touching it and seeing it?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's enjoying it. He's up there for taking classes to become an air traffic controller.
Oh, nice. It's stressful, but nice.
Yeah, I told him have at it.
Flight 642, do a loop-to-loop and come out.
Well, it's not a bad job, pay-wise. Because right now, while he's in school, he's making like $30,000 a year or something like that.
Shit, just being cool for it? Damn.
Well, he's making like 35,000 plus per diem while he's in Kenai. When he goes to his first station, he'll be up to like 50, and when he becomes like a journeyman, when he is fully qualified, he's talking like 70 or 80, maybe 90.
Wow.
Nice.
And apparently their pay scale only goes up to 20 years because after 20 years, they tell you will retire. Because otherwise you will die from the stress level. So the difference between the Warbird and the kit supplied decals is the kit supplied decals are normal decals that you have to wait for them to break free. The Warbird break free in about 30 seconds. I'm thinking I'm going to use as much of the kit supplied decals as I can from here on out. because, well, except for where they split them in half just because.
Be right back.
Yep.
Getting a drink. Don't talk about me.
So what should we say about Bud while he's gone?
Gotta get that freaking pegboard up.
Yeah.
So we can start doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. Just because the quality and how, I mean, I understand the thinness and everything else and looking like they're painted on. But the fact that they're disintegrating while I'm trying to put them on puts me off.
What I'm doing is I'm just making this little backboard to support the 3mm LEDs since they're smaller than what the kit was for, because they want you to put those 5mm white ones even though they're supposed to be red.
So Chris said, thought you were going to have the shuttle done by the first of the year. What happened? I wonder, Chris. I wonder. Star Trek.
Hey, you just had the idea. You came along.
Yeah. Star Trekking is between Oracle and San Manuel, Arizona, 40 miles northeast of Tucson. I like to pronounce Tucson as Tucson.
Yeah.
That's another place I would very, very much have gone back to. Not Tucson.
Is it?
Phoenix. I loved Phoenix.
Yeah.
But my wife was like, no, it's too hot there.
I lived in Nevada. I forget the name of it. It was at the very bottom where the casinos are. And during the summer, you talk about heat. It's a dry heat.
That's the thing about Phoenix is it's a dry heat until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's a dry heat, but in the summer, the humidity does get high enough to where, like, a swamp cooler will not work. Our neighbors, when we lived in Phoenix, that was the only air conditioning they had, and I was like, poor fools. Because we had a portable swamp cooler that we would use in June and July. By August, it didn't do any good because the humidity was too high. Back when I was a kid in Alaska, first air conditioning we ever owned was a portable swamp cooler, but it was a little bit different than the ones now.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of it being water that you would put in it, instead of it being water that would run over the coils, you put ice in the top of it. Star Trek and said you would hate it now. It's a complete mess. That's why we moved. I believe it. Of course, we lived in some of the poorer parts of Phoenix while we were there. We lived out in El Mirage at one time. Not a good place to live. So let me set this aside. Move the future without dropping it because I don't need to wax the stone tiles. And see if I can keep from knocking more of these treads off. And to be honest, Star Trek, and I pretty much would hate anywhere because I'm not a big fan of people anymore. Nice. A second one fell off.
Not a fan of people, but you're on a stream. Oh, you mean normal people?
Yes, this is people that, like the folks from HLI are people I choose to associate with.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that I choose not to associate with and just don't have much of a use for.
Right. Well, I took that so far, though. Now I'm more of an introvert. So I don't see anyone.
If I had my way, when I fully retire, I would probably build a 10-foot wall around my house, all the way around it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Belly of the shuttle is going to be about right there. You know what? I am not putting any more decals not putting any decals on the belly of the shuttle. It is time to make it the shuttle one with the external fuel tanks.
Yay!
Well, that way I don't have to keep guessing, and then I can put the tombstones on as well.
Right.
Oh.
Sure. Eric claims that he got a phone call. Like somebody would call him.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
Yep. As for moving, he's not moving anymore. Bismarck it is for him. And I've not liked people for some time, so I totally get it. Eric has become an old man 20 years early.
Yeah. That's done.
It is done. Oh, sorry. Channeling Star Trek there. What was her name? T'Pau? No! Bad. I don't know where it's from. But I have a piece of decal on my hand.
Oh, jeez.
You're decaling yourself. Put yourself up for a bottle show.
There it is. It's off of one of the solid rocket boosters. Unfortunately, it's a spice that should be not too hard. Well, one, it's just looking. Yeah, it's going to be visible from the backside, but more importantly, it's easy to paint. Eric has a goofy hotline, just won't admit it. And Eric came back with 1-900-GOOF-YOU. I need you guys need to get me 1,000 subscribers so that I can have personalized emojis on the stream. That way everybody can hit Eric with Goofy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Goofy! Eric loves Goofy.
Out of Disney characters, number one on my list is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Other than that, I could care less about any other thing except for Scrooge McDuck. I've always had a thing for Alice. Don't know why, but I have.
Don't know.
I seen Brad. I think his name's Brad Hare.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. He just finished up a Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was pretty cool.
So,
I'm surprised he got more subscribers or more likes or something.
well, Brad's kind of a niche builder.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I do want the Ark. Or the
And he
Ark
does a
2.
child.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Eric responded with no, so I just have to double goof him.
Well, his decals have to be torched though, because it gets really hot in his Ark.
Yeah.
He does some pretty good work. Some of the stuff is but most of the time it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Eric said that he's the one who pushed Alice down the hole.
See, I could say something, then this will be an X-rated stream.
Well, we lost the PG rating, I'm sure, somewhere along the line. Okay. Not a smart move, but I had to do it just to make sure. I lifted the stack by the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
And it lifted, so the glue is holding.
Nice.
I am still thinking about closing these or gluing these damn doors shut because they keep popping open. If I do that, I'm going to take the payload out because the payload is part of what is blocking. Matter of fact. It's amazing that all the shuttle kits have parts of the International Space Station.
The Moonraker shuttle. I used to have that when I was a kid. I want it again.
I think I have one of those.
No. Well, the one I had never came with the figures. I think the new one out does come with figures.
Eventually, I'm going to glue these doors shut. You know, the cool part is, by gluing that on there, at any point in time, I can decide I'm done with the shuttle. As long as the decals match on either side, I can be done with the shuttle at any point in time now. So I'm reading the chat, and Eric said he's the one who pushed Alice down the hole. Just saying. Star Trekking says Donald Duck or bust, and Eric goes, I pushed her down the hole, not up her hole.
Yeah, that's a great story. I tell you guys what happened with Walmart with me.
So what?
Walmart.
What about Walmart?
I don't think so.
I had I applied for a credit card from there, and I got one. It was for I think $200.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, not a big deal. We try to get my credit up and whatever. Right before Christmas, I checked it, and it was $2,000.
Wow.
It's still $2,000. So I don't have a problem buying stuff and paying it off little by little. So I bought me one of them curved lights. BenQ, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought one of them. They're a fortune, but I wanted one. I said, what the hell? And it's their fault they gave me $2,000.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I have the PayPal credit and I have a PayPal MasterCard. They gave me $2,000 on the PayPal credit and won't give me any more on the PayPal MasterCard.
Why not, though?
Probably because I can use the MasterCard everywhere. So apparently, that bit that I was using before was dull. Because when it snapped, I put a smaller one in, and it's going through the plastic like butter.
All right. Well, I got to take a break, so I'm going to head out.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. See you later.
See ya.
Later.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Yes, Chris. This is a Tamiya drill kit. It's actually really, really convenient. It would probably be faster if I used my battery operated, and my cordless Dremel. It's an off-brand, but I love this thing. One of the big things it does is it doesn't go fast enough to melt the plastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It only does about 500 RPM, I think. And that's with new batteries.
Right.
With older batteries, it's a lot slower.
Yeah. I have tons and tons upon tons of tools for modeling, but you know where they're at, don't you?
Oh, no.
Yep. Right now, I barely have anything unless I buy it. But what kills me is that I have to pre-buy stuff. So if I ever get my stuff down here, I have doubles of everything.
Yeah.
Shit happens sometimes.
So Star Trek just said, Bud is flashing some serious white leg sunglasses. Or some serious white leg sunglasses, quick.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to my stream here? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's just two of us.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. Why is he texting and not online?
I don't know. See, and that's the thing. The New Year's thing on Discord, just, to me, it was a bust because very few people were on.
I don't remember you planning all this. It just slipped my mind, or I would have been on.
Yeah, well, it was one of these things of, it was spur of the moment, but it wasn't. Last Sunday stream, we discussed it, and it was like, sure, why not?
Right, yeah.
Kind of the same thing that happened with the, I think the speed build actually started last Sunday stream. Either it started last Sunday stream or it started on Kenny's stream. And I worked on the Airbus last Sunday.
Right. Oh, everybody keeps asking me, family, friends, whatever, modelers, what are you going to print first? And I've been debating that for a year now. And I figured it out what I'm going to print first. The chest piece that comes with it. I have 2 bottles of water solvent resin, and Omar and everybody else are saying now that, they start cracking, they're no good. He gave me show me what kind to get and everything.
Yeah.
But I got to use these up, so a lot of practice.
Let's see, Chris said no Kenny. Is Kelly making him clean the house? Then he said for some reason he couldn't get his mic to work on Discord. Chris, sometime when we're not actually streaming, just get on there and we'll figure it out. It just takes, it's like the old Three Stooges movies. Especially, what was it? The Three Stooges go to space with the one with the unicorn. Push buttons. Eventually, we get it to work.
Yeah, it took me a little bit, but I got mine working, and everybody regrets it now.
Nobody regrets it.
I'm joking.
No, the only thing that people regret from the HLI streams of any type is that one time when I was streaming and I was wearing no shirt.
Oh, baby.
You were there, weren't you?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
If I was, I don't remember. My memory isn't like it used to be.
Well, I got a little bit close, and Kenny was like, "Nipples."
That's funny.
It didn't bother me a bit.
Oh, no. Trust me, you don't want to see me without a shirt. Blubber all the way through.
Star Trekking's getting off. See you later, Star Trekking. I do believe you just got a text.
What's that?
I think you just got a text or something because it sounded like a phone buzzing.
Okay, let me see. Yes, it did. And it's from Kenny.
No, the shuttle's not done yet, Eric. Well, it isn't, but it is. It can be done at any time. If you would have been looking, if you'd have been paying attention. I'm about done decaling this thing, so I have actually glued it to the external tanks. So it could be done at any time. Where are my tombstones? There's my tombstones. I just need to glue these on here. Let me look at this one first. Maybe, Eric. Whoa. Oh, you know what? I am putting the tombstones on the wrong side. That's why they're not working out. So maybe QM2 tonight, or maybe Garage. Ah! Moved it. Tombstone shifted. That is so cool. Except for this tombstone is at an angle. Once I figure out where these are actually going to sit, I will put a mark on the, let's see. Matter of fact, I can do that right now if I have a pencil handy.
Favorite.
Before I glue that down, well, before I put these down anyway, I want to finish putting the lighting in that I'm working on. Thanks, Eric. I agree, it looks good. I still got to put these lights in. Not sure if I'm going to decal anymore on the shuttle or not. But I do know I want to put... I was thinking 6 3mm, but maybe, not sure how much light they'll throw.
I'm gonna get my charger.
Don't think that'll throw enough light. Be really cool to use a 1.8mm LED, but I don't think that's going to throw enough light. I'll have to work on it, work on the lighting. I don't know which, I just grabbed it out of the box and I don't know which one I grabbed it out of. But now I have to work on it at night so I can actually test to see how it looks. So I will be right back, guys. I'm going to step away because I've got to hit the head. Okay, I'm back. Not sure if you heard me. I said I'm back when I walked in the room and thought about the fact that I have a headset.
Yep. Didn't hear you until now.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm thinking, thought about it, and I'm going to actually put 3mm LEDs because the 3mm will let me put the flange straight up against the bottom, so they'll point straight up, not be pointing at an angle. I wonder if that's 3mm. I know it's got to be close. That's the problem with lighting, is you just keep coming up with stuff that you can do. You know what? That's not going to work because it's going into the wall. That was when I brought this thing out. I was like, "Where's the other one? Where's the blue one?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I consolidated my my little drill bits like this. I think they're CNC drill bits a while back. That one's heading into the wall as well. I think I put all of them too close to the wall. So there will be some sanding required. And I can't do anything to fix this paint because that paint, after using it, works great. And then suddenly one day it just stopped working at all. Let me see something. Wow. So, Bud, even after almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, there are still 4 people watching. That's amazing to me.
People are bored.
Yeah, well, it's one of these things.
I enjoy the.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think people enjoy it, and it's one of these things of you can enjoy it, you can get involved. Yeah, GB is still here. You can get involved through the chat. And then, it's one of these things. I have it myself. I don't, obviously, it's not obvious, I don't think, but it's one of those things of, straight stage fright. But on this, because like on the stream, that's public speaking. But on the other hand, everybody's out where I can't see them, so they don't really exist. Let's see. So many blades, I can't figure out which one to pick up. That hole should be about perfect. This time I will pay attention to what color LED I grab so that I can put it back. Ah, there we go, pink. No. I think I know. Yeah, that was a little bit too big.
That's what you said.
I should have used this one instead of this one, because the 3mm will not. Well, 3mm will fall right through the hole, which could make it difficult because 5mm. I don't have a whole lot of just white. But I only need 6, so let me see. It's too big for a 3mm, just a little too small for a 5. Chris is working on suspension bogies for the Achilles. Eric says, or Chris also said, Eric is still hoping to see Goofy. There, Eric. There's Goofy. He's your friend. You know it. When you're on your own, the live shows are a lifeline at times. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, you know, that's the thing is if it entertains you guys, I think it's great. If it doesn't, you guys will move on.
That's it.
I have a good time doing what I do.
It's relaxing. It's joyful. You get to talk to your friends.
Exactly.
What more can you ask?
Beautiful. I don't know. Let me see. You see that LED? Right. Oh, right there.
Yes.
That is perfect sized because the flanges are flat against the bottom of the part, so it will point straight up.
Cool. I like to shuttle.
Yeah, I love the way this thing is coming out.
Again, I'll be right back. I gotta get my computer.
Yep.
Oh, mellow man.
What happened? It's like when Kenny was laying his floor, it was fun, people chatting. Yes, that is a lot of fun. That's the, you know, and it's funny because my wife and I talk about it sometimes, and the biggest reason I watch Kenny's live streams is the chat. I watch what he's doing, get involved, but the chat, 8 hours of woodlaying. Yes, I remember that. The chat is really what keeps people coming back, I think. Because you get to interact with other modelers. And of course, you with as prolific as I am when Kenny is streaming, you have to know that I am having a blast in the chat. I mean, I try to keep the chat going, even when nobody else is talking. I'll throw stuff out there just because Kenny said something. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna use a blade to open this hole up a little bit more, but if I use a blade, I'm gonna end up going too far. I like the fact that the LED actually is hanging in there by itself. I have more white LEDs than I thought. I just found a baggie full of them. So let me clear out the excess plastic up here on the top. Key thing with these LEDs is going to be not having them blow the lighting completely out of proportion. That is perfect. It's exactly what I want. They are gravity, or not gravity. They're friction fit. Let's turn this down to about.
I think I am.
3 volts. You think you're back?
Yeah, I think I'm back.
I think you're back too. If it's not you,
Okay.
if it's not you, it's somebody else. Not sure how well that's going to light up anything or not. Of course, the shuttle wants to fall over right now. Excuse me. Let me see. Wait a minute. Have to do some more live discords. GB says I have to do more live discords. Chris says he's sniffing glue. Eric says he's eating glue.
How come I believe that?
Yeah, I can too. Eric is the kid. He was the kid in school that ate paste.
I'll be right back. A couple of minutes. Me and Daisy are gonna go outside. I'm gonna go check the mail while she goes potty.
Well, Bud, go ahead and shut down your phone. It's 3:00. It's 3 hours, and that's usually what we do. So I'll be signing off shortly anyway.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
You too, Bud. Thanks for stopping in.
Ciao. Always.
Okay, guys, like I said, it's 3 hours. I'm going to shut her down. Thanks for stopping in. It's been a lot of fun. Got some work on the shuttle done. And I promise, Eric, next time, by next Sunday, we'll be working the Queen Mary 2. I just need to do an out-of-box video sometime soon. All right, GB, have a great evening. I know it's probably like 9 o'clock over there. Normal, actually, regular, or not normal, but a not bad time of the day for you. Talk to you later, Chris. Talk to you later, Eric. And y'all have a great new year. Stop by, if anybody who's catching the rerun, stop by HLI. Link in the description. Great place to hang out with modelers. Great place to see a lot of like what you've seen here today. And with that, talk to you next week, or I'll talk to you on Tuesday when I work on the X-Wing. Have a great one, guys. Bye.